Once upon a time,
Time in the co-teacher classroom of Mrs. Hernandez, Mrs. Yang, and Mr. Nava, the students were discussing different Native American stories and myths. It was Bobby's turn to discuss, and he mentioned, how do we know that these stories and myths actually come from these cultures? Mrs. Hernandez said, that's a great question, Bobby. To answer that question, I think we should take a little field trip tomorrow. The next day, all the students showed up excited and ready for the field trip. All the students hop on the bus and the trip begins.
the bus started to shake, and in a flash, it stops. Mr. Nava gets up and tells the students, "Look, we have arrived." All the students were really confused on how they arrived at the destination quick, but they all get up and get off the bus. The students are greeted by three individuals. They say, "Hello, we are part of the Kawasu tribe. We heard you all wanted to hear stories about our culture and how we explain natural phenomena. Come, join us at the campfire. We will tell you a story." Stories were, and still are, told. The story goes, the coyote heard a rattlesnake and hummingbird fighting. Hummingbird was so fast that he could pull out one of the rattlesnake's teeth in a flash. Hummingbird had only 4 more teeth to pull, and Rattlesnake would have been toothless. Coyote was also fast and thought he would help Hummingbird, but he wasn't fast enough, and Rattlesnake got away. This is why Rattlesnake still has 4 teeth.
To end the story, the Kawasu beliefs are animistic, spiritual beings. As with all Great Basin, every faucet of the earth and its inhabitants are alive, animated. The rocks, trees, and all the earth's creature play an important part. Just as winter was, and is, the time for telling stories because Rattlesnake sleeps in winter. If stories are told at other times of the year, Raven, being the gossip that he is, will repeat the stories to Rattlesnake. This will cause Rattlesnake to visit the Kawasu, probably bringing the hazards of rain and snow, as well as the danger of his bite. I hope you enjoy a piece of storytelling from the Kawasu culture. Thank you.
The students were very fascinated with the story that was told. They thank the Kawasu tribe for the story they told, and they head back to school. When they get back into the classroom, Mrs. Yang asks the class, "Who's ready to discuss more about California Indians?" And all the students raise their hand, eager to start the discussion. The end. Hope you enjoyed our story.